everyone, are you ready for spooky season? I'm Carla from Carla Arlene Creations, and I have recently started decorating for Halloween, and I decided to add some new things to our decor this year, and one of those things is Halloween pictures in our bathroom. I had purchased a Halloween ghost picture from Amazon, and I wanted to frame it and mat it. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how this is done. So please follow along. Okay, as you can see in our bathroom, I have a wall with 3 pictures and some fish netting behind them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down the fish netting and I'm going to change out the 3 pictures. Okay, so first we're going to start with the footprints in the sand picture. I'm going to take it out of the frame, and then I have a picture I bought off of Amazon that I want to put in this frame for the bathroom. So to do this, we're going to have to frame this picture in because the picture is not as big as the frame is. So I have some Halloween paper I got at Michael's, and this is the picture. See if I can get it to stay still for a minute. And what I'm going to do is, the frame is 11 by 17. This picture is, I believe, 8.5 by 11. Yeah, somewhere around that. No, 8.25 by 10.25. So almost 8.5 by 11. So let's see. The actual picture is 8 by, we're gonna say, my bad part is it's rolled, by 10. So it's an 8 by 10 picture. So we need to frame around the picture and get it to be flat. So 8 by 10, this is 17. So we need 4.5 at the top and the bottom. So let's see what 4.5 would do. Okay, so if we took this and we took off Happy Haunting, Let's Get Spooky and all, 4.5 would give you these for like the top. And then let's see, we could do these ones for the bottom and then cut the rest off. So that's what we're gonna do. Then we gotta figure out the sides, but one thing at a time. So we're gonna cut off this. I'm gonna use my Cricut cutter, and I'm just going to line it up here so that I can, let's see here. So as you can see, I'm going to line it up here. This is the cutting thing. And I'm just going to cut this off. See? Just cut that off. You could use that for a scrapbook page or anything. See here. So 4.5 would put it at this gold line. So we're going to cut the gold line. And I'm going to try to cut it in the center. Okay. So here we go. And then 4.5 this way. We'll put this down. Right around underneath here. So there's our top and bottom piece of our frame, our matting. Okay, and we said this was 8 by 10 and the frame is 11, so we only need half of an inch on either side, but we need it to be 17. So actually we could, let's see here. These are a little over an inch and I need a half. So I could actually use this piece. Let's see here. Well, that's kind of a half an inch. So we could have that going up the side. We'll have to add something to it. And we could cut off a half of this and have it going up the side. Or so as not to mess up too much cardstock, I can cut this off and that'll give me the rest of the 17 I need going up the side, one side. And then I can cut this so that it's a half an inch and have it go up the side. Yeah, because the ghosts are over an inch and I don't want to cut them too bad. Yeah. So let's do this. We're going to trying to get it to flatten out. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock, I think, or some color. So it really doesn't matter what's behind this. And truly make this into a mat. So okay. All right, since this is 11, we're going to take a couple pieces of white cardstock and I'm going to make them the base of our mat to put this all in. So let's see here. We need to cut and inch off. So there's the inch mark, so we're just going to go right up to it, and we're just going to cut that off. And that works perfectly. So actually we could put this at the bottom. Let's see, this is going to be a little bit bigger than this, so we got to cut some of this off, which works. Okay. So we're going to take an inch off of this. Oops. There's that. We'll save that. Never know. So then this is going to go on here. For the bottom, and we're going to need one for the top. Let's see here. So I need a piece up here of the white cardstock. So we're going to take an inch off of this. And we actually only need, let's see. We'll say 5 inches, because I'm not going to mess with pieces. Okay, so we need only 5 inches of this. So we gotta pull out the bottom of our roller here, and we gotta go down to 5. Okay, I'm gonna cut that off. We don't need that piece, at least not for this one. And that will give us our whole mat here. All right. And being you're not going to see this, I'm going to tape it. So I'm just going to take some Scotch tape and tape across. There we go. And then this piece is going to go up here, and again, we got to take off an inch of this. So there's that. And let's see how we're drawing. See if I totally screwed this up. Didn't quite get it right. Okay. 8, 8. All right. I make mistakes. All right. So we want this kind of in the middle. And so, well, we can use pieces for borders. All right. Okay, we're going to take off. Let's take off this spiderweb piece. I'll put that down there. And this piece will go here. So we're going to bring this down. I'm going to use my trusty ruler here to keep this flat. And we're going to go up to here. So what we're going to take off on this is we're going to take off the boutique piece. And which will put us there. And just so happens I have another ruler. And we're going to, let's unfold this a minute here. There we go. So we got that. And we need pieces to go down the sides. Let's see here. These are not wide enough. Okay, so I don't have to worry about this stuff. Well, here's this. Let's see. Because we don't need a lot. Kind of need. Let's see. What do we want to do? The ghosties. That would be cute. To map this in. Okay. Let's see, I think I do have. I have a cutter, so let's see. If this is going to go out here. Now let's see where it's going to end up over here. About the same. So, let's put this. Okay. So, we're going to lightly cut this without cutting our table. Okay. And we can kind of see where we're going with that. And we could actually just hide this behind. So there's a side piece. And let's see here. Do you want a piece? That way we don't have to cut another page, which would be cool, not to have to cut another page. So we could do this going down the side, which kind of works out. And then add this in. We just need to take a little bit of it off. There we go. All we'd have to do is, so if we put this up here like this, and we put, well, let's do it backwards. Let's put this down here like so, and then put this up above and match everything up. Okay, and all we have to do is tape it. It's not like anybody's going to be Alright, so we got that going up one side and this coming down the other. So I think that'll work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this off and I'm going to take some double-sided craft tape and I'm going to go along the bottom of my picture here. And put that on. I'm going to peel the outer layer off. And then we're going to we're going to this centered somehow. Okay, that's pretty much centered. This is, so we're just going to go up like this and go across. And that way we have that on there, which that works. Put that down there. All right, so we're going to do the same thing at the top. We're going to use some double-sided craft tape, and we're going to go along this edge. And we're going to peel back the outer layer. Okay, and then we're going to center this on and press down. There we go. There. Working out pretty good. All right, so now we need to add, I'm just gonna move these a little bit just so they keep holding this down. And we were gonna put the ghost over here. So we just need to kind of go up under a little bit. Oh, we can go up a lot because this is only stuck. Nope. Well, this kind of works out. All right, so we're going to go here. And again, we're going to use some double-sided craft tape. And I'm going to go down this edge. And you don't have to go the whole way up and down. I just went most of it. Okay. And we're going to peel this off. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to line up the bottom and we're going to press down. There we go. So now we can put that on there and that on there. And we have this piece. And I'm just going to cut this extra off because we don't need it. And we're going to go here and see if we, yep. That kind of went a little further on either end, so we can put this under a little bit. And we'll have to cut the bottom off, so but that's okay. So we're going to just put some double-sided craft tape down this. Get my finger unstuck. There we go. And we're going to put this under just a tad, like that. And we're going to come down, and we got to cut it off here. here's our frame for around our picture. Looks pretty cool to me. So we're going to take this piece, and I just leave this in here so I know what size the frame is. Let's see here. And we're going to put this in with our frame. And there we go. Now we can add our piece of glass. And there's our first Halloween picture for the bathroom. Now we got 2 more to go. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial showing you how to take a picture that you purchased and matte and frame it. Don't forget to catch part 2 of this tutorial, where I will be sharing with you some new SVGs I have created for Halloween. They're Halloween frames, and I will show you how I use them to create my own pictures. Happy crafting!